So Forest have offered a contract for Youssouf Fofana from AC Milan. Welcome to your transfer news. Hi guys, hope you're doing well and welcome to your latest Forest transfer news. Coming up, we'll talk to you about the submitted contract offer. The terminologies just change every single day. And are Forest going to be able to food chain anyone in this? So make sure you've liked, make sure you subscribed, make sure you check out OK jerseys as well. The home kits are out. Go grab them. Use code FFTV for 15% off. And scan that QR code or click on the link. Okay, let's talk about Youssouf Fofana. But before we do, let's have a bit of a history lesson because this isn't the first time Forest and Youssouf Fofana have crossed paths. I think it was 2 years ago when he was over at Monaco, just before he went to AC Milan. Forest were interested in signing him when Nuno would have been manager in charge then. Fofana was offered Monaco about 30 million euros, as did AC Milan. And AC Milan then were chosen over Forest by Youssouf Fofana. So in essence, he rejected Forest. Roll on a couple of years now, and suddenly the suitors are lining up for him, which we'll talk about in just a second. But who is Youssouf Fofana? He is a very, very good player, very good midfielder. I still think he's more a CDM than a CM, but he can get advanced, and sometimes he does get too advanced and out of position on a turnover, for example. But he's a beast, huge, solid unit, very good at passing, good at progressing the ball through the midfield as well. And he wouldn't even cost that much. AC Milan want about 20 million euros, which is 17-ish million pounds, if not a bit lower than that. So I would be up for him. At 27, he's still very good. He has also played for France internationally. I don't think he's played, though, in the last 2 years since he's moved to AC Milan. And there are other clubs that are interested in him. And this is going to be interesting because Crystal Palace are also interested in him. Also Villarreal and a few other clubs as well. So according to this report, and this is coming from Santiago, he says that Crystal Palace, Villarreal and Forest have submitted a contract offer to Youssouf Fofana. Several other clubs are also interested in the French midfielder. AC Milan is demanding between 18 to 20 million euros for his departure. So somewhere between, say, 16 and 18 million pounds. Now, contract offer means nothing at the moment. Let's be honest. Contract offer means that Forest, Crystal Palace, Villarreal and whoever else are talking to his agents and sizing up how much Youssouf would want to join, the respected clubs. Once that's done, once agreements are in place, he may say, for example, I don't want to go to Villarreal. I want to go Premier League. So Forest and Crystal Palace, here are my demands. I want, 60k a week, this bonus, that bonus and the other. Once that's done and once that's agreed, what tends to happen now is that then the clubs will go to the other club and agree a fee. Now, you could say this is technically illegal. This is player tapping up and everything like that. I don't really know how they get around doing it now, but all transfers are pretty much done like this. Probably because they're third partying it through the agent or something like that. So there's no direct player to club negotiations. But it just seems like everyone's made their peace with it. But anyway, we digress. So once he's accepted or agreed deals with, say, Forest, say, Palace, whoever, then it will be up to those clubs to go to AC Milan and say, right, he wants to come to us. We know you want 20 million euros. We're going to offer you 15. And then negotiations start. And then 3 years down the line, we might actually get a here we go. I think out of the three clubs, I still think we offer more than Palace would, for example. I know they got European football, but we would food chain Palace every single time on every single player. It's not a big deal to me. Also, I like him, but I think there still are better options. I like Kamara more so from Monaco, his ex-club. I still would really like Thuram from Juventus at Forest. But those players are going to cost a lot more money. So this would be a sensible choice. At 20 million euros, at 27 in the peak of his powers, this is actually a bargain. And this is a player who I think will transition very well into the Premier League, has all the right attributes, the physique, the strength, everything else to fit in the Premier League. So I'm okay with this one. Now, Palace fans are trying to claim that they've food chained Forest because they had a player join them or is nearly joining them now that Forest puts a bid on. And I'm talking about Anen Khalili, turncoat. And Palace have got him as the replacement because they believe that Muniz is about to leave Palace, the 30-year-old right wing back. I don't care. I'm glad they got him. I've no interest in him whatsoever. Apparently, Forest put in a bid over the summer for 20 million euros or pounds. That got rejected. So Forest never actually were rejected by the player if you want to follow the Crystal Palace fans' logic down the road with it. So you haven't really food chained anyone. Don't forget, we've taken your all-time greatest manager in the history of your club and we've just given him a job. That's called food chain. Anyway, so that one has also brought in knock-on effects of rumours of panic from Palace fans saying Muniz might go to Forest now. With Anan joining Palace or nearly joining him, what if Muniz goes to Forest? That in itself would be funny, but I haven't seen any credible links on that one either. So that's the news on Fofana. That's the weird Palace take as well on the other ones. Do I think this gets done? I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is we've got to start doing the business quick now. What is the date today? The 10th. We've got 12 days before we play Leeds. We got 2 friendlies upcoming. Diamande still hasn't been announced. No confirmation of his medical at the time of recording this video. Some are saying it's in London. Some are saying it's in Nottingham. I've heard as well it might not be till Tuesday that he's announced. We would then have a game on Wednesday. So is that too soon for him to play it against Leverkusen? So things need to start moving and start moving quickly. But what we do know is when Forest get into their groove and Marinakis starts doing Marinakis things, literally we could have a signing of a name that's not been linked to Forest, literally done and dusted within 5 minutes of no one hearing about it. So potentially those kind of things are set to come in. But get your thoughts in on Fofana. Do you rate him? Do you want him? Are you thinking to yourself, well, hold on, Youssouf. If you rejected us 2 years ago, why suddenly are Forest good enough for you again now? Like, what was your beef then and have you changed your mind? So, let me know your thoughts on everything. Make sure you've liked, make sure you're subscribed. We'll see you on the next video. Check out Grumpy Old Reds if you didn't watch it last night. As always, there were a few arguments on there. And go get your kits from OK Jerseys. Use code FFTV15. Come on, you Reds.